40 before going out of bounds. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Caught right side. Gresham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It's caught. Nelson. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 40 yards. Now Rosen on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rosen off the play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here we go with Johnson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Marcus Golden able to drop him for a loss of 4. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Play action here with Rosen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Earl Mitchell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run once more with McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Garoppolo on 1st down. He dumps off to Morris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
11, 11. 12, 12. 13, 13. Hey, go, go. 11, 11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On play action, Rosen sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky pass.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got Gresham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. Again, it's Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rosen to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Dawson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now it's Rosen looking. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. On first down, it's Rosen. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now McKinnon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And Salek here, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's McKinnon. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to get it running right. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
21.
McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us